For the Farmers and Merchant Bank and the green shirts today, we have Danny Walker at position 1, Lucas Criado at position 2. Position 3 is Felipe Viana, who I'll be calling, it's not Viana, it's Versalino, sorry. Number 3, Felipe Versalino, who I will be calling Pipe. And in the number 4 position will be Lucky Escobar. For the Sol de Agosto team in the brown shirts today, which look a little bit like black. The number 1 position, Francisco de Narvaez. Number 2 is Tomas Schwenke. Number 3 is Lucas Diaz Alberti. And the number 4 is Paco de Narvaez. And the ball is through. It is FMB with it. I believe that is Lucas Criado. Criado shooting it forward. Escobar is there. Escobar with the ball. Leaves it now. And it is picked up by Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez for Sol de Agosto. De Narvaez getting a nice little bump there by Escobar. Ball is front. Now hit out of there by Diaz Alberti. And you see Criado now hitting a back shot. And here we go again. That is an FMB player there with a back shot. Lucas Criado. 6 minutes and 50 seconds in this first checker. Having a whistle on the play there. Impediment on the right of way. Sol de Agosto will be shooting a penalty too. 20-yard shot from goal. FMB has to just stand back and watch it happen. You can see Lucas Escobar's horse is raring to go. No, I mean Lucas Criado's horse is dancing around there. Escobar's horse is walking in a nice patient. Not sure what's taking so long here. If the umpires are waiting before they call play. Here we go. Paco de Narvaez hits that ball right up and through the uprights. Almost hits the drone. So Sol de Agosto is first to score. 1-0 in this first checker. That means now changing of the lineup, not the lineup, but changing direction of who's scoring where. FMB will now be going to the Ocean Goal, Sol de Agosto to the Mountain Goal. Players are all lined up. Danny Walker for FMB in the position 1, Francisco de Narvaez for Sol de Agosto. And it says de Narvaez, Francisco hitting the back shot. Criado now jumping right on that line. Criado taking it over to the sideboards, being challenged by De Narvaez. Now Criado sends it down, trying to get to Danny Walker, which Danny is successful, nursing it there along the sideboards. I do believe it bounced out. No, it was a whistle on the play. Penalty 5 from the spot in favor of Sol de Agosto. Paco de Narvaez circling around real quick, going right to that ball. Umpire calls play. Paco looking down the field, seeing what his options are, and he hits a long ball. And that is Lucas Diaz Alberti going to the ball there. Lucas Diaz Alberti. Now Tomas Schwenke. Lucas Criado with a quick turn there. Ooh, what a handy horse that is. Schwenke hits a back shot, but you could tell he fouled there. It gave that look up to the gods like, oh my goodness. See that quite often when the players foul. They know that they did, but they can't help themselves. Here comes Criado. Criado working the ball in. Criado now going to run this one himself to goal. Criado's open. Now he shoots to goal a little bit there. Escobar runs off to try and save it, but I believe it is over the back line. As we wait patiently for the flagger to put the ball down, so Sol de Agosto giving this hit. Paco de Narvaez sees his players go off, gets it to Alberte. Diaz, Alberte, Lucas. Lucas now, the old give and go, trying to find Francisco and Paco. Quick to turn is Criado. Lucas Criado. Criado running. It's got nobody there. Oh, yep, there is Alberte. Well, leaves it there, but Escobar reaches way out on the near side, gets a piece of it. And Francisco de Narvaez is wanting the foul, and I believe he might have gotten it. You can see Criado giving Escobar a little tuck there, the two Lucases. So that is a penalty 5 from the spot. This is Lucas Diaz Alberte's hitting this one. I believe Paco went off to change, so Diaz, being challenged there. Diaz was being challenged. And now he hits a nice ball to Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez. Criado trying to pick De Narvaez's pocket, didn't work out for him. Danny Walker is there to challenge De Narvaez now. He sends the ball down the field trying to reach his father Francisco. But it is picked up by Criado. Escobar was there, but Criado called him off. Now Criado, circling behind him, is Felipe. Pipe. Pipe, nice little back shot back to Criado. Criado sending it up to Danny Walker and trying to get it to Escobar. Danny Walker, nice hit. It's rolling to goal. Does it have eyes? Oh my goodness, what a great goal by Danny Walker. Putting that FMB team on the board. 1-1 in this first chukker. We always like it when the Patrons foul. Not foul, when the Patrons score. Everybody cantering back to the lineup here. Looks like the FMB team is taking their time. Sol de Agosto is ready to go, though. Here we go. Umpire's waiting for a nice alleyway to bowl the ball in, and there it is. Ball is through. Sol de Agosto comes up with it on the near side. Criado picks his pocket, has it. Criado, nice little back shot. Ooh, that almost hit the drone, too. Way up in the air there. I believe Sol de Agosto crossed the FMB player impeding the right-of-way. Nice view of the Santa Barbara Polo Club condos. You can see it's a nice little foggy day today. Oh, we have a future polo player right there, shagging balls from the goal mouth. Giving us a little timeout here, a show. I think that's Nick Fernandez, actually. 8 years old, hell of a little polo player already. All right, so FMB is hitting a penalty 4. Lucas Criado coming down to hit this. And right through the uprights. Wow. Dropped right in front of us. FMB now leading 2-1 in this first chukker. Danny Walker and Lucas Criado both putting FMB ahead by 1. Players galloping to the lineup, and boom, ball is in. Who comes up with it? Diaz Alberte? No, now it is Pipe Versalino. Versalino with a nice neck shot. Bounced off a horse. Escobar with it again. Escobar still going to that line, being bumped by Schwenke. Ooh, Schwenke, nice belly shot there. And backed out of there by Criado. Danny is there, as is Escobar. Danny shoots to goal. Schwenke comes in there. The ball is right there in front of goal. Danny does his own little back belly shot, but misses the goal. Possession goes to Sol de Agosto. Will be knocking the ball in. Back to Paco de Narvaez. Paco now is going to try and run right past Danny Walker. And there he goes. Oh, he leaves the ball there. Lucas Diaz-Alberte is there. Ooh, bounces off of Danny. Danny knows he has the new line. Gets in there. Criado hits a back shot. There's Criado. That was Pipe. I get Pipe and Criado mixed up. Bear with me here. Ursulino and Criado. I know they have two different helmets. They don't look anything alike, but for some reason I keep getting them confused. They're both always at the ball. Chances are it's one of them. All right, so we're going to end the chukker.
Okay, that's it. You don't.
Here we go. We're starting the second chukker with a knock-in for Sol de Agosto. Paco de Narvaez getting it to Lucas Diaz-Alberte. Alberte now the old give and go. Paco hitting it up, trying to get to his dad and Schwenke. Backed out of there now by Ursulino, picked up by Criado. Danny Walker riding hard against Paco de Narvaez, trying to keep Paco out of the play there. And Schwenke intercepts the ball. Schwenke coming up with it. Schwenke hitting the ball down. I believe that went out. So it will be possession for FNB. They have 8 seconds to hit that ball from the time that the umpire dropped it down. And here we go. Lucas Criado wasting no time at all. Criado hitting that ball down, trying to get it to Escobar. Ooh, Escobar gets a nice little bump by De Narvaez. Ooh, Escobar comes up with the ball. Escobar with the ball shoots. Lucas Escobar shoots, and he puts it through the uprights right at the beginning now. FNB is up by 2. It's 3-1 in this second chukker. So foggy you can't even see the ocean there. The ocean is right behind the tree line. On a beautiful sunny day, we'd get a nice view, see if there's any sharks out there. But not today. Swimming blind out there. All right. Ball is through. Doesn't look like they waited for much of an alleyway. Sol de Agosto coming out with it. That was Francisco. Now he leaves it there for Schwenke. Schwenke checking up, knowing he's got Escobar right there. Schwenke and Escobar now. Pipe Ursulino is in there. Pipe and Diaz-Alberte. Now who's got it? Criado. Oh, Criado leaves it and puts it in is Paco de Narvaez. Following the line, putting it in 2-3. Closing that gap. Second chukker. We would like to thank Farmers and Merchant Bank for sponsoring Polo West TV today. They sponsor it so you can watch the polo. All righty. And the ball is bowled in once again. Coming out with it is Francisco de Narvaez. Francisco hitting the back shot. Schwenke looks like he's got it. Tomas Schwenke with it again. Now reaching back is Criado and Escobar. Criado coming up with the ball, hits a back shot, trying to get it to PP and Danny Walker. Danny Walker sees that he should mark the man there and leaves it for Pipe Ursulino. Schwenke gets in there. Danny gets the hook. Ursulino now looking up, seeing what his options are. He sees Criado take off, so he hits that ball down the field. Criado is there, but it is intercepted by Paco de Narvaez for Sol de Agosto. De Narvaez with Criado. Ooh, De Narvaez leaves it. Escobar picks it up. Lucas Escobar now leaving it for Criado. Lucas Criado. Criado now shoots, hits the ball down the field. Not quite the shot he wants. Escobar does get a piece of it and shoots a next shot to goal and just bounces left of the goal mouth. Players are lining up. Sol de Agosto wasted no time to knock that ball back in. Paco de Narvaez looks like he's going to run right down the field with it. No, that is Diaz Alberte. So as Diaz Alberte is running down the field, somebody impeded his right away, and there's a whistle on the play. Saying hello to the fans. Have a nice little turnout for the game today. It's a little foggy, but it's great for the horses today. Nice breeze, cooling everybody off. Sol de Agosto will be shooting a penalty for. Paco de Narvaez, I believe, will hit this one. It's interesting from this angle with the drone here. It doesn't look like the ball is exactly in the middle of the goal mouth. All right, Paco taking his time now to turn, to line up for this ball. Here he comes. Let's see, in or out. If he's in, he ties. If he's out, down by 1. Oh, and it is. Well, let's see. The flagger's waving it good. The FMB players are saying that it's out, and I believe that the umpire. Oh, so the umpire called it good too. So it is 3-3. It doesn't matter how high it is. It just matters if it goes through the uprights. If it goes to the middle of the post, it is not good. It has to go through both of the columns of the uprights. Cannot go over it. Okay, the ball is in, and Danny Walker's swinging for that, and Paco de Narvaez reached in, but I believe they called a foul against de Narvaez, impeding Walker's right away. Good play for Walker. So now we are going to the Mountain Condo goal for FMB. Getting ready to do their own penalty shot here. And that will be a penalty 3. No, it's a penalty. Yeah, looks like it's a penalty 3. Why are these players standing? Oh, they expected it to be a penalty 4. But it is a penalty 3, which they can defend if they can come across the goal. They can't go through the goal, but they can go across. One player can go across the goal and try and stop that penalty 3 from going in. Criado coming down, and there goes the players. Oh, it looks like they did stop it. Well done. Sol de Agosto. Nice play by Diaz Alberte. Oh, he's still on it. Diaz Alberte, both sides of the horse. Wow, that time he missed it. And backed out of there by Escobar. Picked up by Criado. No, that was Felipe. Pipe Versalino is in the number 3 position. Ooh, he swung himself right off the horse. Oh, I'm sorry for laughing. We've all done that. And his horse took advantage of that and went back to the pony line. We're done. I'm out of here. All righty. You gotta love it, man. Giving it everything you got and swinging for that ball. And now Danny and Francisco, both Danny fighting for it. But Paco comes up with it. Nope, that is Diaz Alberte. Diaz Alberte reaching down. Danny making it difficult for him. Diaz still with it. Diaz Alberte still with the ball. Now he hits the ball because he's got 3 FMB players right on him, so he knows when one of his players are open. But somehow Pipe Versalino comes up with it. Versalino shoots to goal. It's bouncing. And you can see Sol de Agosto there. And nice back shot by Paco de Narvaez. Picking it up now is Diaz Alberte. Backed out of there by Danny Walker. Diaz Alberte with it. And Escobar chasing him. Diaz Alberte still on the ball down the field. Sends it down by Blue. Criado is there with a wicked back shot right to Pipe. Ooh, and somebody came right across the line. That was a great view of impeding the right of way. Sol de Agosto player came right across Pipe Versalino's line there, FMB. As you can see, the score is tied 3-3 in this second chukker. Let's see what the umpires are going to award. Do believe that is a penalty too. Sol de Agosto in the back line here. Criado making his circle. It's interesting that Criado's taking the 2s and 3s in the 12 goal. Danny Walker took all the 2s and 3s, and he was spot on those. All right, here comes Criado. Up in the air, and it is good, breaking the tie. It's 4-3 in this second chukker. Players coming back to the lineup. So we have Sol de Agosto headed to the Mountain Condo goals. FMB going to the Ocean goal. Sol de Agosto in the brown shirts, FMB in the green shirts. Ball is in, and it's through. Who comes up with it? De Narvaez, Paco. Ooh, Escobar got in there. And a hook on De Narvaez. Escobar got it. But I believe they're calling that a cross hook. Criado looks like he's appealing on that one. He didn't agree with the umpires. But those 2 umpires out there are trained USPA umpires. They have to take a test in order to be certified. Nice cool breeze blowing here. It's going to be a penalty 3 in favor of Sol de Agosto. See which player for FMB is going to run across the goal and try to defend. Taking their time to tee up the ball here. The umpires will allow them a little bit of time, but if they feel it's a delay of game, they will blow the whistle on that.
Thank you.
So both of these teams have won on Friday, so they really want this win to be 2-0 after today's game. Up in the air, and it was wide to the left. So it'll be a knock-in for FMB. Pipe Versalino sending Criado down, and Escobar and Walker. Now Versalino hits the ball. Didn't quite get the shot off he wants. And quick to turn on it is Paco. Paco de Narvaez coming down. Versalino is there, but he has to give the right away to Paco. Paco shoots for goal. Not sure. Oh, there's the ball. Paco still has the ball here, being challenged by Escobar. Escobar dueling it out with Paco down there. Versalino is in there too. Looks like Schwenke and Diaz Alberte all in there. Paco comes up with it. Paco right in front of his gold score. Backed out of there. First one to turn. Ooh. Not sure where the drone's going. Oh, we got a nice view. Oh, that must have been the end of the chukker. All right, so that was the end of the chukker, and now we are starting the third chukker. Here we go. Paco with the ball. Paco turning the ball. Look at him reaching way out there. Escobar reaching in there. And Pipe now. And Paco comes up with it again. What an amazing player. Paco de Narvaez with Escobar chasing him down. Criado right in front of him. Paco working. And I believe they're going to call foul from Criado impeding de Narvaez right away.
The fruit bar. It's underneath it's in the fridge in the main bar.
Let's see. So they're giving a penalty to from the spot for the Sol de Agosto team. And because it is a 2, FMB can challenge that, come out and defend it. But Paco wasted no time putting that in. We have a tie game 4-4 in this third chukker. FMB going to the mountain goal now. Sol de Agosto to the ocean goal.
Because I had everything set up. Where's the food? It's right there.
Ball is in. Oh, coming up with it is Tomas Schwenke. Tomas Schwenke with the ball hits a nice big shot trying to get it down to Francisco. Backed out of there by Versalino. Picked up now by Francisco de Narvaez. De Narvaez working with the ball. Here he comes. Oh, neck shot. Must have bounced off a horse and leaves it there. Criado now hitting his own little back shot, not getting the shot off he wants, and Schwenke is right there. I believe that is Schwenke still with the ball. Schwenke, oh, Escobar stole it from him, just picked his pocket. Back shot there.
Yeah, it's the
Not sure which Sol de Agosto player it was, but Criado comes up with it. Lucas Criado looking back to see what he wants to do with it. Oh, Schwenke tried to hook him. Didn't quite get the shot off. And there is Diaz Alberte fighting with, not fighting, but dueling with Pipe Versalino. There's a whistle on the play.
Here you are. Yeah. Well, I'm so but you want more loud? Okay. Also, around
You want a sticker? You want it?
Thank you.
Okay, FNB is hitting a penalty 4. See if they can break this tie. Lucas Criado up in the air. Oh, bounced out of there. Wow, but that'll be a safety because the Sol de Agosto team, I believe that was Paco de Narvaez. Saved that. So from the point of where the ball exited the field, they're going to take it back 60 yards. And Lucas gets a do-over in a sense. Oh, he has more of an angle shot. Sol de Agosto once again can defend and will. This is a very close game. These two teams are fighting hard. Here we go. Umpires called play. The ball is hit. Warren Bernard stopped again by De Narvaez. Sent forward. Criado is going to be the first one to get there. Being challenged by Paco De Narvaez. Criado now hitting the ball forward, changing the line. De Narvaez is still fighting. Oh, and he hits a back shot. I believe that he had to clear and give Escobar or Criado one more shot to the ball. You see that ball and it just calls to you to hit it. Can't help it. It's like a Jack Russell Terrier. They just go to the ball. Umpires are discussing what they're going to call there and who they're going to give penalty to. Well, we know it is in favor of Farmers and Merchant, and I believe they're awarding them a penalty 3. Lucas Criado is teeing it up. Again, it's not exactly down the middle, but whatever works for them. They've been shooting their penalties quite well. And the ball is hit. And it is a goal. So the score is now 5-4 in this third checker. That penalty has broken the tie. Seems like there's been a lot of penalty hits to bring up that score in this game. Most of these goals have all been scored by penalties. Let's see some on the field, boys. I want to see some goals from the field. And the ball is through and in. Stopped on a horse there. Picked up by Paco De Narvaez. Now Schwenke hitting it forward. That was, I believe that was Diaz Alberti. But now I believe Francisco De Narvaez is going to it with a nice back shot. Intercepted by Danny Walker. Dropped now by Paco. Paco doesn't get the shot off. He wants a Criado, comes right through. Lucas Criado now. And I believe Francisco De Narvaez might have impeded Criado's right of way. There is a whistle on the play. The umpires are moving it forward. They're going to award a penalty 4 to Farmers and Merchant Bank. You see Lucas Escobar changing horses right there. Sol de Agosto going to defend. All right, here we go. Criado cantering to the ball, hits it up in the air, and it goes through. It's good. Goal. 6-4 for FMB in this third checker as time is ticking away. Sol de Agosto quick to get to the lineup. FMB still anybody's game. 6-4. Sol de Agosto is only down by 2, and here they go out of the lineup. Tomas Schwenke with it. Now hit up by Francisco De Narvaez right to his son Paco. Paco and Criado going to it. Both the highest rated players on the field right now. Nice back shot by Paco De Narvaez. Picked up by Escobar. Escobar with a back shot. Now it is picked up by Diaz Alberti. No, that's Tomas Schwenke. Tomas Schwenke leaves it, and an FMB player picks it up, and we do have a whistle on the play. Three minutes and 10 seconds in this third checker. Score is 6-4 in favor of Farmers and Merchant Bank. So we get a nice view of the avocado fields. I heard an interesting statistic the other day. Carpinteria they are, from all of the marijuana that is grown in California, 33% of it is in Santa Barbara County, 33% of it is in Carpinteria. I thought that was an interesting fact. Now that it's legalized. So it's either avocados, orchids, or Mary Jane. Here we go. Sol de Agosto hitting the penalty 3, making it 5-6. Real easy. We have the Sol de Agosto team raring to get back into this game, even though they weren't very far out. It was only 2 goals down. Now it's 6-5. Sol de Agosto to the mountain goal. And the ball is through FMB. There it is. Lucas Criado. No, that is Pipe. Pipe Versalino is in the number 3. Pipe Versalino right out of the lineup. Pipe can run with that ball. Pipe. Oh, got hooked there. Leaves it. Not sure where the ball is now. Oh, Paco de Narvaez with a back shot. That's Criado. Lucas Criado. Oh, neck shot towards goal. Bounces off a horse. And is left to there. Everybody's fighting for it. Oh, Francisco. But I think there was a whistle before. So we do have a whistle on the play. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this chucker. Oh, that was a goal. So they counted it as a goal. Not sure what just happened, but the score is 7-5 now. I was looking at the horses on the sidelines there, not paying attention to what the umpires were doing. Okay. So I believe that was a penalty 1. So they gave the goal to FMB, and now they're giving possession to FMB as a spot hit penalty 5. That's the first penalty 1 of this whole tournament, even though the game started on Friday. Ooh, Criado with a nice long ball down the field. No, that I keep getting Criado and Pipe. Sorry, messed up. That was Pipe with a big ball down the field. Back shot and a goal by Farmers and Merchant, making the score 8-5. This second half of this third checker has been golden for FMB. And went from a tied game to ahead by 3 now. Penalties will do that for you.
What's that?
Ooh, it is Criado and Schwenke. Nice little bump there before the ball was thrown in. And it was Pipe. There's Criado. Criado with the ball now. Lucas Criado shoots to goal, and it's wide. Giving possession to the Sol de Agosto team. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. Sol de Agosto. There they go. Now, Paco de Narvaez, let's see who he's going to hit that ball to. De Narvaez taking his time. He knows he doesn't have much, but he's going to run this ball himself with Danny chasing him. Oh, and he leaves it there. Danny turns quickly, but so does Criado. Criado being marked by Diaz Alberte. Oh, and Criado leaves it. Schwenke gets the back shot there. Reaching in is Pipe, now back shot again by Sol de Agosto. And off and running is, oh no, did he leave it? No, he just was looking back. Danny has it. Danny Walker with the back shot. And Criado picks it up with now Pipe. Criado leaves it for Pipe. Pipe sends it back to Criado. Escobar is there. Escobar pushing hard against De Narvaez, and I believe we do have a whistle on the play. So there was a foul on green in the last checker, so it's going to be a center hit for Brown, which is the Sol de Agosto. Oh, so there are 2 yellow cards, 1 on each team. Oh, right. So that is Paco de Narvaez hitting the snot out of that ball down the field. Lucas Criado intercepted right there, sending it down the field. Lucas Criado, he is being chased by one of the Sol de Agosto players. Now picking it up is, believe, Escobar. Now Escobar leaves it. There's a big melee over there. I'm not sure who Escobar left it for. But sending it, oh, I think it was Lucas. Now that was De Narvaez down there. Now with the ball. Now there's Lucas. Lucas Criado with the ball. That was Felipe Viana. Versalino. Sorry, excuse me. I'll get these names straight. Bear with me here. Off and running is Paco de Narvaez. Paco de Narvaez being chased by Felipe Pipe Versalino, but there's no contest. He couldn't do anything there. That ball had eyes and went right into the goal mouth for the Sol de Agosto team, bringing the score now 8-6. So Sol de Agosto only down by 2 right now. Fourth checker, 6 minutes and 13 seconds left. Waiting for Kimo Huddleston to bowl the ball in. The umpire, Kimo, gets it in there. Right up is Versalino. Nope, that wasn't there he is. Yeah, there's Versalino. Versalino with the ball, fighting hard on that. I believe it was Thomas Swanky. Ooh, Swanky looks like he's losing his goggles, but he's going to keep on going. No, that's Lucas Diaz Alberti. Lucas Diaz Alberti was fighting in there. Everybody's going for that. And that was, I believe, a Francisco de Narvaez who had the foul called in his favor. So this is why I'm not calling the games, and we have 2 USPA umpires out there. That was a right-away foul against the Brown team. Right-away violation, giving FMB penalty 5 center hit. After a nice long teeing up and a powwow with the team, Lucas Criado going to hit the ball. You see Lucas Escobar down the field. Danny's open, and he connects with Danny. That was a smart play. Nobody's marking Danny, and we know Danny Walker can score, and there he goes. It looks like Schwenke's trying to get to him. He seems he did, but Escobar is there. Backed out of there by Diaz Alberti. And now we have the FMB team. Criado is there, backed in there, and cleared out of there by the Sol de Agosto team. Coming to the ball now is Pipe and Diaz Alberti, picked up by, I believe, Francisco. I believe that is No, that's Paco de Narvaez. It's one of the de Narvaez. Ooh, the ball goes back, sitting up in the air, backed out of there by Criado. Criado's yelling at Escobar to hurry up. Dolly, dolly, dolly. This is Francisco de Narvaez with the ball. Francisco de Narvaez going to the ball. Criado takes the ball with a back shot. Picking it up is trying to be Pipe, but it's Diaz Alberti. So many names, I can't keep it straight. There's Criado. And there's 3 Lucases out there. But this one is Criado with the ball. Criado now trying to get it. Criado complaining that the bump was a little too hard. You're playing with the big boys now. Okay, now we've got. Oh, I guess I wasted too much time on that. Paco de Narvaez appealing. What's going on? You see the hands. The umpires aren't having it. So that was a penalty change against the green, and because there's been so many penalties, everything is going up now. So they're being a little harsher against these guys now. So now, instead of that being a spot hit, we now have a penalty 3. A spot hit or a penalty 4 turned into a penalty 3. And we have Paco de Narvaez hitting this for Sol de Agosto. Bouncing ball. Ooh, Escobar tried to bat it out of there, but it did go off wide. But I'm not sure if it hit off of a player or not. Nope, they're not calling that a safety. They're leaving that as a knock-in. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Score is 8-6 in favor of Farmers and Merchant Bank. Pipe Versalino's taking his time. It's being marked by Schwenke there. Pipe didn't get the shot off, but Criado still ended up with it. Paco and Criado now fighting for it. Schwenke giving a little burp. You can't hear it, but Criado was complaining about that bump. Now De Narvaez has it again, sending Diaz Alberti up into the game. Pipe Versalino there, and Escobar hits a nice back shot, intercepted by Francisco. Ooh, that was a big hit by Criado into Francisco. Mallett's going. Be interesting to see what the umpires are calling. I know what I saw, but again, I'm not a USPA umpire. So after that bump that Criado planted on Francisco, he's going to go change horses. All right, that call I agree with. So now we have a penalty 2 in favor of the Sol de Agosto team. So I was told, I'm not exactly sure of the precise goal rating, but Francisco de Narvaez in his heyday was anywhere between 7 and 8 goals. You can see that his mind still thinks like that out there on the field. Every ball is his, and he goes to it. And chip off the old block. Paco de Narvaez putting that in nice and easy. Closing the gap. Now we have a score 8-7. 3 minutes and 5 seconds as everybody canters back to the lineup. This is the fourth chukker, halfway through the fourth chukker. So we'll have the Sol de Agosto team in the dark shirts. Not sure if those are black or brown. In this weather, it's hard to tell. They're headed to the mountain goal. The green shirts, which is no discrepancy at all, is going right to the ocean goal. Ooh, Danny Walker comes out with it. Danny Walker being hooked by Francisco de Narvaez. Now Pipe Versalino got hooked by Schwenke. Checking up is de Narvaez. He does a nice little backhand to his health, but it is Diaz Alberti now. Diaz Alberti running off. Escobar goes to it, but Diaz Alberti smart checks up. Now gets a right to the sideboards there, and Criado. But who's back there? Francisco de Narvaez. De Narvaez now. I think Diaz Alberti tried to call him off, but that 7-8 goal mind, it went right to the ball. Now Diaz Alberti has it. Alberti working the ball, wanting to score one more to tie this game up. Backed out of there by FMB player. And now picked up, Criado. Escobar might have given de Narvaez an uneven bump, but we'll find out. Let's see what the umpires call. So that was an uneven write-off, and it'll be a penalty 2 for the brown. Decided it's brown. Sol de Agosto's shirts. Paco de Narvaez warming right up. Think a penalty 2. Oh, it's only 20 yards away, but you've seen many of players miss those. And this is really important for him to score this, to tie up the game. And big shot in the air, and is successful. We have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. Minute and 54 seconds left on the clock in this fourth chukker. Both of these teams have won their game on Friday. So they really want a victory here to be 2-0 leading into the finals next weekend. This is the Robert Skeen Memorial. All right, and Sol de Agosto once again with the ball. Lucas Diaz Alberti gets hooked, now backed up by Paco de Narvaez. Not a back shot, but hitting it forward to Thomas Schwenke. Oh, and Francisco de Narvaez popped that in. Well, that's fun to watch. And now they are ahead, 9-8. Line up. And the ball back in. Whoop, up in the air. Danny Walker comes up with it. Headed to the ocean goal. FMB is now. Escobar has it. Lucas Escobar with that beautiful flowing mane. Ooh, backed out of there by Francisco de Narvaez. That ball was a headhunter. But Paco de Narvaez wastes no time to get to it. Lucas Criado felt he had the line there, and I think the umpires agreed with him because the 30-second horn went off and they blew the whistle. on that play. So we'll start with a penalty shot. Going into starting the fifth chukker with a penalty shot. To the ocean goal. Pipe now taking his time. Schwenke waiting to see what he's going to do. Oh, what a nice hit. That's right down the middle. It looks like from my direction where I can see. Oh, backed out of there. Beautiful. Pardon me, by Paco de Narvaez. Now Diaz Alberti has picked it up. Diaz Alberti working Schwenke trying to get down the field, not only to keep Pipe from stealing the ball, but be available. Oh, Escobar missed the back shot he wanted. Francisco, though, hooked by Danny, and now Danny does a nice back shot. Danny Walker, that is. Ooh, backed out of there by the Sol de Agosto team, I believe Schwenke, who has it now. Criado hitting that back down. Nope, that was not Criado, that was Pipe. Now Criado has the ball. Criado with a bouncing ball, and it bounced right over his mallet. Back shot by Schwenke. Now this looks like Pipe. Versalino being called off by Criado because nobody's marking Criado, so he's all alone. Now, finally, a Sol de Agosto team goes to him. Green right there. That is Escobar right in front of goal. Danny Walker with a nice neck shot to goal. Danny Walker tying the game up. Number 1, Danny. Once again, we have a tie score. Six minutes and 6 seconds left in this fifth chukker. Score is 9-9. What an exciting game this is, huh? Fast polo, open running. This field for 3 here at the Santa Barbara Polo Club. It's got a lot of divots, but it's playing great. And those divots will be squashed down momentarily when the ground scoop comes out. Lucas Criado out with the ball. Lucas wanting to break that tie. Escobar clearing a path for him. Oh, and he leaves the ball short, but Francisco comes in there, but Criado gets the ball again. No line change there. Criado now. Now Criado shoots to goal, sees Escobar up front. Escobar Escobar with a neck shot towards goal, and I believe that's in. Lukey Escobar. 17-year-old, you can't hear it, but his mom is screaming from the condos. Vamos, Lukey! That's my impersonation of Georgette Escobar. Score now, 10-9. Lucas Escobar, 1-goal player, 17 years old. Won't be 1 goal for long. And the ball is in. It looks like Paco de Narvaez with it, headed to the mountain goal. De Narvaez wanting to tie this game up. Pipe Versalino is on the run to try and defend. Paco's there too. It looks like Paco's going to wait for Pipe's back shot and quickly turns for it. And now that is Alberti. Diaz Alberti on it. Still with it. Walking it, getting it in there. Reach it out. Escobar with a nice hook there. Reaching in there is Schwenke. Waiting, hoping that De Narvaez picked it up. De Narvaez with the ball now. Francisco, that is. Right in front of goal. Somebody had to foul down there. Oh. You guys on this drone have a much better view than what I do. You probably saw that foul happen right quickly. Uneven ride off against the green, so it's going to be a spot penalty 2 for Sol de Agosto, which means that green can defend this if they choose to. I think the players are just waiting for the umpire to call play. FNB in green has to give 30 yards, and there we go. Oh, De Narvaez, smart. Changed the line and then hit the next shot in. That was I've never seen that before, but that's a really smart way to do it. So when it comes out of it, we'll be crossing the line. Super smart play. And we have a tie game once again, 10-10. Sol de Agosto back in. Well, they're never out of the game because it was only down by 1. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. 5th chukker. Players are lined up. They're eager. They're just waiting for the umpires. Now they want a path. Chemo's waiting patiently for a path. There it is. And down the aisle it goes. Escobar's looking for it. Criado has it. Criado bouncing it in there under all the horse's legs. Danny goes down. Criado's there, so he just shoots to goal. And Danny is off and running. No one there to defend him. We saw Danny score before. He's just a little bit wide to the right. He tries to get the back shot to save it, but it's out to the left. Great play, though, the give and goal. Give and go. Wasn't a give and goal because he didn't score the goal. Alrighty. Sol de Agosto, Paco de Narvaez, hitting it. What a shot, hitting it way down the field, trying to get it to Schwenke. Versalino is there with a nice back shot. Criado is quick to turn on it, but Francisco is there also. De Narvaez hitting the ball back up to Schwenke. Schwenke now. And now it hit out of there, and Francisco de Narvaez is right there with a nice little back shot in, followed up by his son, Paco de Narvaez. Both the Narvaez had a piece of that, and the score is 11-10 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds as we count down in this 5th chukker. Still anybody's game. We got a whole nother chukker to go. You can see how eager the players are. They're beating the umpires back to the lineup here. FMB to the ocean goal. Sol de Agosto to the mountain goal. And there goes Sol de Agosto towards there. But Criado is going to be the first one on it. De Narvaez and Schwenke. Schwenke there with a nice back shot to De Narvaez. Overshoots it, hands it right to Criado. Criado reaches back, but he overrides it. Schwenke is there, as is Versalino. Versalino thought he was going to get the foul on that, left the ball for Schwenke. Criado comes in, and now Versalino. The umpires are letting them play. Versalino leaves it for Criado. Criado looks like he's going to come running down the sidelines here. Schwenke's trying to mark both of them. Now Schwenke sticks with Pipe Versalino while De Narvaez comes to Criado. Nice turn. Francisco's there, as is Danny. Oh, everybody's there. Oh, Danny goes ahead and hits the back shot. Nice. Alberto Diaz is trying to get it. Escobar has it now. Lucas Escobar bounces it out, but Schwenke picks it up underneath the horse. Thomas Schwenke. Oh, not the shot he wants, but that's okay because Diaz Alberti called him off it anyway. Diaz Alberti now shooting the ball down the field. De Narvaez picks it up. De Narvaez for that mountain goal. I can only see horse's legs, but it looks like the ball's going in, and De Narvaez puts it in, making it 12-10 with 41 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure the players are going to make it back in time for the lineup before this first horn goes. Nope. Here we go. End of the 5th chukker. FMB is down by 2, but we have a whole nother chukker to go, ladies and gentlemen. 6th chukker. And this drone footage today is brought to you by the Farmers and Merchant Bank. Farmers and Merchant Bank has just opened up a new office here in Santa Barbara on Carrillo Street. You should come in and check it out. We thank Farmers and Merchant Bank for sponsoring Polo West TV. And the ball is in. And Farmers and Merchant Bank do want to get that. Criado, that was Escobar reaching it, and then Criado. Now Felipe with FMB. Felipe. Versalino. Pipe, as his friends call him. Oh, Escobar is right there. Escobar swings but doesn't get the shot off. He's trying to go for a neck shot. And I believe Narvaez, Paco is just going to let it go roll right off and let the time tick away as it's 7 minutes and 2 seconds. His team is leading by 2 now. Score is 12-10. So he wants to take off as much time on the clock as he can as he runs down the field now, holding on to the ball with Danny Walker on his hip, so he releases it. That's intercepted there by Criado. Criado reaching way down there. Actually, that was Pipe impersonating Criado from my distance. Escobar tried to go back to the ball. I believe he fouled. But looks like Versalino is pleading his case with the umpires. But they're not having it. They're going to go ahead and give a penalty 5 to the Sol de Agosto team. Center hit for the dark brown. They're nice little yellow, green, and red stripes. All their grooms have some really some really sharp sweatshirts, the zip-up kind of hoodies, brown with the yellow, green, and red colors. Real nice. See them all riding sets with them on the mornings, especially on game days. We're just waiting for Schwenke to do a quick tack adjustment right now. Diaz Alberti getting ready for that pass from De Narvaez as De Narvaez circles. Kimo Huddleston yells play. And here we go with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left in this 6-chucker. Paco shoots down the field, just wants to get it down there and let that ball go one way or the other off that back line. Diaz Alberti with it. Diaz Alberti being marked by Pipe Versalino. Now he hits it up, and it's Schwenke who comes up with it. Thomas Schwenke right there, backed out of there by Criado, and picked up by Diaz Alberti, and he shoots. It goes right into goal, making it 13-10 with a nice back shot to goal. Everybody was standing there and watching that. Now the Sol de Agosto team is up by 3. Still 5 minutes and 54 seconds in this chucker. Real easy for FMB to score 3 quick goals. Boom, 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 right out of the lineup. Especially if Danny Walker gets that. He's been pretty good in this lineup here. Oh, he got a piece of it. Bad luck, though, bounces right to De Narvaez. Oh, picked up by Escobar. Escobar now. Lucas. Oh, big hit. Should have hit that ball down instead of trying to play with it. Backed out of there by Schwenke. Everybody's yelling, hey, for some reason. And the ball went out and the whistle blows. People are chit-chatting away. Kimo's going to place it down for FMB, position for Versalino. Let's see if Versalino's going to hold on to this ball and just run it to goal himself. He's got Criado right behind him. Schwenke's marking him, making it difficult. Now De Narvaez is behind him. Yep, Pipe's just going to try to shoot to goal, and helping it in is Escobar, but it didn't need any help at all. Pipe puts it in. Like I said, now it's a 2-goal game with 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Still anybody's game. The fouls help, or in that case it wasn't a foul, it was a possession turnaround. All right, time is ticking. Criado's asking for a timeout to pick up a shoe. But as the rules state, you can't have timeout till all the players come to the center line. As many goals rating as he is, he should know that rule. Okay, 4 minutes and 39 seconds as the ball is in. Francisco De Narvaez hitting it to Schwenke. Schwenke not marked at all. And Paco De Narvaez is the next man to try and clear off. Oh, that's not the shot Schwenke wanted, but it does help FMB now. Versalino with the ball, sending it to Criado. Backed out of there by De Narvaez. Changed the angle but didn't get a big enough shot on it, and Versalino picks it up again, hoping that Escobar's there, but Schwenke was there to pick it up. Now we have Danny and Francisco both going to the ball over there on the sideboards. Believe that Francisco might have been called off, backed out of there, and picked up now by De Narvaez. De Narvaez and Criado coming right at us here. And now Criado hitting one nice back shot. I do it again. Confusing Pipe with Criado. That was Versalino. Oh, wow. That was a nice little exchange of ball hits there. Unfortunately, do believe Versalino fouled there. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. The score is 13-11 in the sixth checker. Because they're moving all the fouls up now, Sol de Agosto is going to be hitting a penalty 3. Sol de Agosto is going to the ocean goal. Yeah. So the FMB players went off to switch horses real quick. The Sol de Agosto team came down to get ready to hit this penalty 3.
Oh, their horses are back there. That's what's happening.
Play has been called, and Dane Arvai puts it up, bounces out, ooh, to the right. He opened the door for FMB to get back in, but time's ticking now. Criado is shouting at Versalino, hurry up, hit the ball in. Come on. Versalino, is he going to take this himself? No, he's trying to get it to Criado, but it's intercepted by Francisco and Danny. Danny, smart play, takes the man, leaves it for Criado. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Criado's taking his time. He's only got to do 2 goals to tie this game up. He shoots down the field, and Escobar's there with a nice neck shot. Escobar with a neck shot right in front of goal. Dane Arvai got hooked. I'm tongue-tied because that was just such an exciting move there. And now picked up by Criado. Criado down on those far boards there. Hits the back shot, trying to get it to Versalino successfully. He does, but somehow a Sol de Agosto player picks it up. I believe that is Diaz Alberti. Diaz Alberti leaves it. Danny tries to swing for the back shot. Doesn't get the shot he wants, and we have a whistle on the play. I think that was a right-of-way impediment. But once again, I'll wait until the umpires make the call. So that was a foul against the Sol de Agosto in favor of FMB, which is what they need to get back into this game with 2 minutes and 41 seconds. They're only down by 2 goals. Do I hear sudden death? Overtime? Criado teeing up for a penalty 4. Sol de Agosto wanting to sacrifice their bodies for this game, lining up in front of him, putting up a big wall. Criado tees it up, but it will be Versalino. Pipe Versalino played yesterday in the James Colt 8-goal classic, and he won. His team won. They tied it up in the last checker and won in sudden death overtime. Here he goes. Up in the air, no way to defend that. Right through the uprights. We may have it. Pipe once again when the game is on the line. He's your go-to guy. 12-13 is the score with 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Tick, tick, ticking away. You can see the FMB players hurrying a little quicker than the De Agosto team. Once again, all players are here before the umpire is. And line up, and the ball is in. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Danny Walker. He's not wanting to foul. Ooh, Escobar needed to hit a big shot. Oh, everybody's not getting that ball. If these weren't made out of plastic, I'd say it was a flat ball. And now, Versalino. Ooh, nice right off by Schwenke. Hits a back shot, but it may bounce out and give possession to FMB. Nope, doesn't bounce out, stays in, but possession does go to FMB because Danny Walker has it. Pipe marks the man so Walker can take it. Walker working it to goal. 1 minute and 40 seconds. They were down by 1. They really need to keep this ball down in their end of the field. But now we have Dane Arvai with it. Criado marking Dane Arvai. Criado hitting a neck shot. Off and running is Schwenke and Versalino. Schwenke taking Versalino out to let Dane Arvai with the ball. Criado's trying to mark him, knowing he was going to miss it, and he did. So I don't know how he knew that, but a nice back shot. Walker is there, as is Diaz Alberti feeling he had the line, but Walker just went ahead and hit it. Now Walker still with the ball, running down the side of the field. 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Danny hitting. Oh, it doesn't get the shot. Which player is next? Versalino, the man you want into the ball right in front of goal. Versalino with 58 seconds, and it's rolling, and I believe it is off to the side. Hurry up, Flagger. Get that ball in there. We have 48 seconds left. Quickly, you got to put a little more pepper in your step for that. FM, they're not blowing the whistle, so Sol de Agosto saying, yeah, man, take your time. That's right. Let's slow this down. Because when that 30-second horn goes off, they still have 30 seconds to go. And there it is. Criado needed a bigger back shot than that to try and score. Now he's got 22 seconds. De Narvaez's not taking any chance. He knows that Versalino and Criado can quickly score a goal in 15 seconds. Escobar now. Escobar with a big hit down the field. And we're going at 10, 9, 8 seconds. Who's got the ball? It is an FMB player. And it's 3, 2. They shoot to goal. Is this... Oh, just wide, but it did. Oh, my gosh. That is good try. Bad luck for FMB. Oh, what an exciting game this was. We thank you for watching Polo West TV, and we thank Farmers and Merchant Bank for sponsoring us today.